Here we've got an old Kaywoodie pipe. The first pipe I bought for myself in an author shape 13B. You can see it there. The end, the screw-on tenon that screws into here broke off inside there. So I've had this for years, and every once in a while I try and think of some way to fix it. I think I'm just going to plunge in, take this extra stem with a metal push tenon, see if I can get that tenon out, see if I can stick that tenon into here, and see if I can drill this out to the right size. Looks like a 5/16 inch drill bit is the right size, so hopefully I don't botch this up. Well, you can probably see here, I got off center really fast with the drilling. So I'm going to try and go back with the smaller drill bit and then come back and re-drill. So we'll see how that goes. Well, as you can see, I've drilled the stummel out to the 5/16 inch, and this now will fit. Just a second. You can see I've got the hole centered a little bit. I think I just need to set it a little bit deeper in there, and then we'll see if we can yank that metal tenon out. Alright, I've got the tenon inserted into the stummel. Got it pulled out of that other stem. I got the stem that's going to go on here hollowed out. So he'll fit just right on top of there, like so. And what I'm going to try and do now is see if I can just get these lined up for a nice flush fit. And once I do so, use some epoxy over here to go ahead and fill in the gaps in this guy, in this little cavity I've made, and go ahead and glue that metal thing in. You see it's sitting a bit off center, I don't know if you can tell. I want to try and make sure I can get it as flush as possible. I'll go ahead and use a little bit of grease on this face to make sure it doesn't glue the stem on, and then go ahead from there and throw the epoxy in that hole and shove it all together. Hope it works. Alright, epoxy is setting. Try to wipe off the excess, but I don't want to disturb the joint right now. Let it sit for about 5 minutes, and we'll see if I can get her back apart, which hopefully I can. Alright, so I've got the pipe now. It didn't really work out with the epoxy. I think there was just too much of it to fill that hole in because it was drilled off center. But so I pulled it apart and it kind of dried some, and then I jammed it back in there, and it seems to be kind of working now, to where the tenon stays here in the stem and doesn't go into here, but it's all kind of off center and messy and not ideal. So my thought is I'll use some super glue to try and fill that in, sturdy that up, even though it seems to be sort of working for now. Again, this is kind of a hack job. So I've got some aluminum foil so that hopefully the pieces don't get glued together. That I'm going to go ahead, you can see I use some pin pricks to kind of make the hole in the aluminum. And then now I've got it punched out. This piece is flying over here. So hopefully if any glue, excess glue comes out, it'll stick to the aluminum, and then we'll be able to peel that away without putting the two inseparably together, making cleaning impossible. So I've got Loctite gel super glue. So what I'm going to do is just put it down in here in the little cracks between the edge of the metal mortise, or metal tenon rather, and then stick them together and hopefully arrange it properly. It should dry and set in about 10 seconds. So maybe the liquid would have been better to get down into the cracks. I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and shut that. Hopefully I'll get that top off next time I need some super glue. And then go ahead and just jam this thing together. And as much as possible, try to, it's already leaking out, some excess. Make sure it's on there straight and even, and there's no, lip hanging out unevenly. And then hopefully that foil will be easy to peel away, and hopefully I'm not going to ruin the whole thing and just giving it a aluminum foil skirt permanently. But hopefully that'll hold, and I'll be able to take it apart maybe sometime tomorrow and have completely fixed it, sort of, because this wasn't the best job anyway.